Hi everyone, I'm Miss Jean. Are you ready for another mini adventure in Discovery Mountain? Well, has anyone ever told you something like, pay attention to the small things and the big things will take care of themselves? Or how about little things can make a big difference? That was one of my mom's favorites. I discovered how right she was the day that I was in a rush and didn't feel like taking the time to properly measure the ingredients for banana bread. I thought it wouldn't make any difference if I skipped that little step, and I ended up putting in only about half as much salt as there should have been. The banana bread was barely edible. And the next time I made it, my mom insisted on supervising. Well, today, Harold's mom, Mabel Peabody, is going to teach him an important lesson about the importance of little things.
All right, Harold, let's put these bags in the trunk. Then I can scratch sporting goods store and garden supply off my list.
Then will you be done with your shopping?
I don't come to the city that often. So when I do, I try to get all my errands done in one afternoon.
Is that all it's been? One afternoon? Seems like days.
Very funny. I only have the appliance repair and the bank left, and they're both in the same block.
I still don't understand why I couldn't have just stayed home. Don't you trust me?
I know you don't like tagging along, and if I were just running to Mr. Simon's store to pick up some bread and juice, I'd have no problem leaving you at home.
I know. You've done it several times.
Yes, and you've managed not to burn the house down. Yet.
So why couldn't I stay home today?
Because I wasn't just making a quick trip to Mr. Simon's. Like I told you when I came to the city, I have a whole list of places to go. I'm gone too long to feel comfortable leaving you alone.
But you just said yourself, I haven't burned the house down yet.
No, you haven't.
So why don't you trust me to be home alone all afternoon?
I'm sure it won't be much longer before I do trust you for a whole afternoon. As you keep proving you're trustworthy for short periods of time, those times will gradually get longer and longer.
Well, to save time now, how about if you trust me to take your sewing machine to the appliance repair shop while you go to the bank? Then we'll get done quicker and can go home.
Are you sure you can explain the problem to the repairman?
Mom, you know I can.
Wait, that's not right.
Of course it's right. Don't you remember when you sent me into the post office to mail that package to your cousin? It was raining, and you didn't want to get your new sweater wet. So you sent me in, and I did it myself. I told them you wanted it mailed first class, and I even remembered to get the receipt.
You did an excellent job, but that's not what I was talking about. I meant this change can't be right.
What change?
The lawn fertilizer I bought was $17.95. I gave the clerk a $20 bill. So he should have given me $2.05 back.
Yeah, that's right. 20 minus $17.95 is $2.05. In math class, we just had a chapter review on subtracting decimals. Mrs. Lee would be proud of me for knowing that answer.
I'm sure she would, but she wouldn't be so proud of that clerk's math skills. I just realized he gave me $2.25. He must have accidentally given me a quarter instead of a nickel.
Yeah, he probably just wasn't paying attention.
We need to go back.
Go back? Mom, it's no big deal. Let's just get our last 2 errands done and go home.
You think it's no big deal?
It's only 20 cents. They won't even miss it.
That's not the point.
Then what's the point?
The point is, it isn't my 20 cents. If I keep it, then I'm stealing.
Stealing? Mom, it's a measly 20 cents.
I see. So, what if you bought something and the clerk accidentally gave you $200 too much?
$200? No way he'd make a mistake that big.
Just play along, okay? Let's say he gave you $200 too much. Would it be wrong to keep it?
Of course it would.
What if he accidentally gave you $20?
Mom, do you really think I'd steal someone's money?
Well, think about it this way. If you're willing to steal 20 cents, why should anyone trust you not to steal $2 or $20 or $200? The amount you steal doesn't matter. What matters is the fact you've proven you're willing to steal.
I guess I never thought about it like that. 20 cents is just a little thing.
The Bible has something to say about little things.
It does?
Yes. Luke 16:10 says, "If you are faithful in little things, you will be faithful in large ones. But if you are dishonest in little things, you won't be honest with greater responsibilities."
In other words, if you can trust me not to steal a small amount of money, not even 20 cents, then you can probably trust me not to steal $20 either.
Exactly. Being faithful with the little things means you can be trusted with bigger things.
I'll run back to the store to return that money. We wouldn't want to cheat them out of 20 cents, would we?
Thanks, Harold. When you're done, I'll trust you to take my sewing machine to the repair shop while I cash this check at the bank.
Yeah, then we can get home sooner.
Although, there was one more stop I was hoping to make.
Another errand.
Oh, well, all right. I guess we can skip the ice cream parlor.
Ice cream? You know, Mom, now that I think about it, running another errand will be fine. After all, one more stop is just such a little thing.
Harold learned that little things, like taking the time to return a measly 20 cents, they can really add up. We'd all like to think that we could be trusted to do the right thing when we're faced with big decisions or big temptations. But when we make a habit of exercising our faith with little decisions and little temptations, people will know that we can be trusted with the big things. I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to a mini adventure in Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Visit us at discoverymountain.com to send us a message and to listen to full episodes on demand. Discovery Mountain is a production of The Voice of Prophecy. Little Things was written by Janice Nelson and featured Mary Phillips as Mabel Peabody and John Clegg as Harold Peabody.